Oakley dokley girls and
Oh,
blokeleys.
sorry.
Hello once
That
again
was Bob.
and good evening. It's a boy named Sue. Coming at you live straight from Baked Potato. Back with Fallout 4, picking up exactly where we were last
Time
night
for some
when
news, I
we
guess.
ended very abruptly.
Sure, yeah.
Here in the
So,
Mechanist's
there's a
lair, we're
saying
gonna keep
that
on
sometimes
going.
truth is better. No. Truth is stranger than fiction.
Here.
Well, you know the radio plays that I air sometimes, occasionally in the right order. You know, sounds like there are reports, I guess, about sightings of the Silver Shroud in the Commonwealth. In good.
The Commonwealth is right to fear people like you.
Anyway,
People who have no respect for human life. Who only wish death
I
or
guess
pain
this
for those
Silver
around them.
Shroud
That
is
is why
like
I, the
cleaning up the
Mechanist,
town
have made it
or
my
something.
solemn vow to protect the innocent.
One of the
To put an end to
residents,
people like you.
a guy named Kent, whose name I should not be saying on the air, was rescued by the Shroud. Or at least that's what I heard.
I-bots are not the most formidable messengers.
So now there's a superhero out there defending justice, I guess. Or at least killing people that hopefully deserve it.
I don't think we're alone.
Here's the spots.
Traveling with you is proving to be quite uplifting.
You say as I fucking revive you from being killed. I thought you were gonna say that proving to be very, like, dangerous or something.
If we keep standing in this radiation, you're going to get sick.
Epsilon 6 security alert has been declared. All systems have been locked down. Secure your station and wait further instructions. Been down here almost 4 months now and I'm already getting bored. thought it would be exciting to sign up and work for the robotics program. But when I finally got my departmental assignment, I almost quit. Power substation A? Are you fucking kidding me? 4 years of electrical engineering school, and they have me babysit a bunch of generators. I can strip a Mr. Handy or Protectron down to its base parts in under 2 hours, and they stick me here. What a goddamn waste of time. After talking to Sharpley during my smoke break, I thought of a way to turn my isolation into an advantage. I've got a buddy in the civilian service who works for a vending company, and he reckons that I can make a few bucks if I stick one of his cigarette machines down here. It would save everyone a trip all the way to the surface if they're out of smokes, and give me an excuse to say hi to any of the ladies that happen to wander and purchase some. I'll tell you, Sharpley's a goddamn genius. I might even have to comp him a few free packs for his help. Took all the trouble to sneak that machine into my substation just to have Banks over at Substation B start complaining about the smoke. First I thought he was just jealous that all the ladies have been hanging around my new cigarette machine during their smoke breaks. Then he showed all his cards when he told me he's going to lodge a formal complaint with Delano if I don't make him happy. He doesn't care about the smoke. Sneaky little thief just wants a cut of the cigarette sales. I might have to pay him off to keep the brass off my back. Finally got official approval to keep the cigarette machine in my substation. Pretty sure the free cartons that found their way onto the general's desk may have had something to do with it. Now Banks can't do a damn thing about it, and he isn't getting a single penny. Looks like this electrical engineer just came out on top for once. Sorry, responding to a message.
is,
The robot
if
workbench has
you
enormous
know,
potential.
haven't already seen it.
Not even
which I
Jackson
didn't,
managed
so
to discover
I
all
know
the
it's
possible
not just
permutations.
something I overheard. Nick Valentine is back in town. He was gone for a while, and some people who are totally not me thought that. Well, they thought he might be dead or destroyed or whatever. Anyway, I'm glad you're back, Nick. Even though we never really talked, like ever. Right Behind You, Baby is next. It's a really upbeat song, but I don't know. I feel like maybe Ray Smith was a little, maybe, buddy.
Maybe getting closer, but I will not falter. My robots will see to it that no further harm will come to the Commonwealth. I believe that good will always overcome evil. Justice will prevail today.
Find anything useful?
Here. Over here.
Offloading another set of subjects to us today. Don't know what these men and women did to deserve being here. But since they were transferred from civilian penitentiaries, I can only assume that they're the worst society has to offer. I don't think these people have any idea what's about to happen to them. One thing's for sure. These prisoners would have been better off serving their time elsewhere. Starting to hear rumors around the block that I don't like. Esteban told me that he overheard two of the eggheads saying that the prisoners are having the brains cut out of their heads or something like that. The brass is running experiments on these inmates. They were pretty intense, but I didn't know they were literally cutting them open. Not sure how I feel about that. After all, I joined the military because I wanted to serve my country and protect my fellow Americans. Guess I'll keep to myself for now. Rumors floating around the block are getting worse. One of our informants said the prisoners are talking about rioting. If the things that they're saying are true, that inmates are getting just dissected, parts are used for robots, I almost can't say that I blame them. Esteban said we should go right to Gamma 9 status, but I don't want to push the panic button unless I absolutely have to. I've decided to take this all the way to the top and meet with General Rawlings. Criminals or not, these experiments are wrong and they need to be stopped before it's too late. Roderick got reassigned out of the facility today. I think they have him scrubbing toilets at some backwater listening post in Anchorage now. They put me in charge of the cell block and I initiated Gamma 9 status. After 2 days, the threat of rioting has ended, and everything is back to normal. Brass gave me the go-ahead to start sending people to the medical section, and everything is proceeding as planned. If we have any hope of beating the enemy at their own game, we need to get these robots online, and who cares what happens to a few lousy inmates. I told Broderick he needed to fall in line, but he wouldn't listen. Of all people, I would have expected him to understand the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Who doesn't love some Louis Jordan? Am I right? I am, because Louis Jordan rules. So, there are some rumors out there in the Commonwealth that I have heard. You know the one about the railroad? A group that actually helps. They help synths who want to escape the Institute, yeah? Well, maybe it's not just a rumor. I mean, it is, as far as I know, of course, but, I mean, they may actually be out there. It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it'd be super dangerous, I bet. Why do these objects keep moving? Because I'm moving. Yes. Here's music. Sheldon Allman wants his girl to crawl out through the fallout. But, I mean, if he cared so much, wouldn't he have been with her in the first place? And I might be overthinking it. I don't have a girlfriend.
Got it. Got it. Nice. Yes. Sweet. That's it. Got it. Nice.
Make sure you don't leave anything useful behind.
His history of convicted serial killings in the DC area. Not to be visited alone. Security personnel required for all interviews. A-22 shows higher brain function but weak constitution. Giving him a high-protein diet and started sessions of electrotherapy to treat his muscles. Shouldn't be long until his brain survival rate for the procedure is no longer at risk. Convicted for arson, burned down a courthouse, leaving 3 dead. Only approached when sedated. Family medical history of dementia. Brain health is likely to decline or skew data. Recommended for termination. A-57, convicted for murder of a waitress. Prone to sudden outbursts of violence. Recommended subject to be restrained at all times or sedated. Highly emotional. Currently on a cocktail of antidepressants and anti-anxiety. Dr. Asselford is starting psychiatric sessions to further see if she's a good candidate. A-72, convicted of second-degree murder while under the influence of alcohol. Subject displays high intelligence and knowledge of tactics. Slight signs of PTSD. Dr. Asselford to evaluate for treatment. Ex-military convicted of second-degree manslaughter. Assault resulting in hospitalization and later death of the victim. Subject is highly intelligent and proved to be mentally sound. Proved for candidacy. There's a mistake. They're both marked as Subject A-72 when you go in there.
ground again. Plenty of his records survived somehow. So the Minutemen are out there doing
Yes.
in the Commonwealth. What kind of things, you ask? Well, I will tell you. I have heard that they have taken over the castle, which I guess was theirs a long time ago, but hasn't been for a while. It had been full of fish, or monsters, or monster fish, maybe. I don't know. Not relevant. The Minutemen are there now. That's good for them, and I guess for everyone else too. So, yeah. How about some music? I kind of feel like the last thing I'd want to do is, go looking for radioactive material. But not Warren Smith. Here's uranium rock.
Hey.
What?
Can I do for you?
spots. That was them. They're there. Singing, I don't want to set the world on fire. Irony. If you haven't been a good neighbor recently, like I certainly haven't, because I haven't been anywhere, you might not know about the latest news there. You may have heard the name Bobby No-Nose, which, out of context, sounds pretty funny. But I mean, she's a ghoul, so it's actually sort of, literal. Anyway, there was talk, so I hear that she was maybe up to something, a heist, as they say, hypothetically, something sort of big. I guess.
How may I be of
Maybe.
service?
Who knows, though?
Sure. Go ahead and take a look.
Well, she sort of disappeared. Like no sign of her, and nothing has gone missing. At least not that I've heard of, which I realize isn't saying much.
This is a serious news story. Don't undercut yourself.
Did the job go wrong? Or was it so successful that, just no one knows about it? There may never be answers, which makes it kind of hard to, report on it. Maybe I shouldn't have tried. When someone named Big Maybell says there's a whole lot of shaking going on, then you can probably believe it. I mean, it's fair to say that's probably accurate. She's tremulous.
Once again, thanks to equipment failures, we're getting pretty backed up in this department. Brain extractors were never made to operate at this capacity. I think they've been running around the clock for the last few weeks. We usually end up with a pop blade from slicing through a particularly tough skull, where the hydraulics and the pulling arm seize up when the spinal cord, isn't fully severed, and the brain is pulled too early. I hope that Letty doesn't yell at us again. This really isn't our fault. All had a pretty good laugh around the extraction department today. Ansel tried mixing some fresh biogel with a little bit of grenadine and vodka and dared us all to drink it down. It turned out to be pretty good, kind of thick and sweet with just the right amount of kick. Came up with a little game to try and name the drink. A whole bunch of stupid ones came up, of course, but we finally settled on the extractor sunrise. Too bad we can't share with the other departments. But the biogel costs like $1,000 a pint, and I don't think Letty would appreciate us drinking down some of her budget.
I hope you enjoyed.
Today was Halsey's birthday, so we made him a brain-shaped cake. Well, sort of. We actually just took one of the extracted brains and covered it with frosting. Of course, we didn't tell Hosty that, and the look on his face when he bit down on the slice we gave him was pretty hilarious. It was a waste of a decent subject brain, but the prank was totally worth it. We really have some good times down here. I sincerely hope that they don't reassign anyone from the department. We're working well together and our efficiency rating can't get much higher. Sorry, efficiency rating can't get much higher.
So it's actually sort of, literal.
Womack over in sanitation made an offhand comment that his job, having to grab what was left over our test subjects and dispose of them in the furnace felt wrong. Then not a day later, I was sharing lunch with some of the personnel from the assembly division. They asked me if pulling the brains from our test subjects' heads ever bothered me. Told them that it didn't. I'm not sure why if some of the people on this project are having problems with what we're doing. Maybe they should look for work somewhere else.
Which I realize isn't saying much. This is a serious news story! Don't undercut yourself! Did the job go wrong? Or was it so successful that, just no one knows about it? There may never be answers. Which makes it kind of hard to, report on it. Maybe I shouldn't have tried.
This is Johnny Mercer singing about personality. If you got it, you should appreciate it, because it's not necessarily common.
to a brighter days, sir?
Use this.
Halt, miscreants! You may have infiltrated my sanctum and destroyed my robots, but your reign of terror ends here!
Wait, my reign of terror?
The Commonwealth has suffered more than its fair share of injustices because of you. Now you'll face the full right of the Mechanist. My righteous robots will end your tyranny once and for all.
Any idea where they're at?
Sparks, some backup.
Maybe everyone else. What's wrong? Fort floods. Feels
Bring in the turret.
That's fun. I guess maybe they're gonna take over. An improvement, right? Brotherhood instead of, mutants. That was a joke. By the way, I was totally kidding. Didn't really mean it. And if the Brotherhood is listening, I'm sure you're very nice. Please don't kill me. Here's Sheldon Allman with Crawl Out. Crawl Out. Probably some bad advice.
Enemies over here. They're out there for fun.
All at once. They're so expendable. Initiate self-destruct. Code 001. Of course, I don't mean you, Sparks. Impressive. But I think you failed to grasp the full reality of your situation. Look around you. This entire facility is at my command. For every robot you destroy, 10 more will come. Struggle all you want. There is nothing you can do to stop me. Nothing.
Warning. Power generation capacity exceeded. Now drawing reserve power.
Sparks! I'll deal with you myself. Come, my robots. Destroy him.
94%. Warning. Critical power failure is imminent.
Damn it, Sparks. Throw everything at him! Everything. Bring the coils back around.
You're going to regret this.
Sparks, more fuel tank. Now!
Not much of a threat after all.
Initiate power transfer. Now!
Warning. Warning. Power failure in 10,
Come on!
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1.
Sparks, get the power back on. Emergency power then. This is a Dover scourge. I will not rest until I see the Commonwealth free of you.
I'm not a villain. I just want you to hear me out. Face to face.
Very well. I will hear you out. But only for the sake of the Commonwealth. Sparks, with me. Let us discuss this amicably.
Who are you? Don't you think it's time you ditched that mask?
You're right.
I'm Isabel Cruz. The Mechanist was just an easy way for me to help the Commonwealth. But all my technical knowledge and all of these resources, and I still failed. How does the Commonwealth have any hope against people like you?
Hey, I'm not the enemy. I'm the one trying to protect the Commonwealth against your robots.
They have taken innocent lives. My friends, they were simple traitors, all dead at the hands of your robots.
No, that's not true. The robots are programmed to protect. Their subroutines are clean. Observe, evaluate, and react accordingly. The testing was thorough. I ran every scenario, all passed.
They're misinterpreting orders. Your own robo-brain said as much. They're saving people by killing them.
No, I don't believe you. They can't alter their programming. They're programmed to save people, not kill them.
Are you listening to me? They are saving people by killing them.
A deadly misinterpretation.
I am listening. I'm just processing. So many precautions and safeguards. And the data. They were always reporting hostiles killed and lives saved. No, it's the logic. It's there. I can see it now. I was hoping it was the robo-brains, an issue with their memory wipes. But you're right. Their primary directive was flawed.
The robo-brains require memory wipes?
Yes, the human brain has a way of rewiring itself. If not properly maintained, it can corrupt.
That King Cole there, he's just the best, isn't he?
Is that even ethical? Not only are you using human brains, but you're wiping them too?
Why waste a resource that someone died for? Yes, it's a skewed outlook, but it gives that life meaning. Potentially. Over 200 years in preservation may have made them more susceptible to corruption.
But I mean, she's a ghoul, so it's actually sort of...
Sounds like you're playing with fire when you deal with those things.
In retrospect, I can see the adversity, but this was breakthrough science, a huge advance for robotics. Yeah,
Hypothetically,
I want to help the Commonwealth.
I guess.
And robots are all I know.
Maybe. Who knows, though?
Found this place.
Well,
And figured I could
she sort of,
finally do my part.
disappeared.
I accept
No sign of
full
her.
responsibility.
And nothing has gone missing.
I can't
at
take
least not
back
that
what
heard
I've
of,
done,
which
or
I realize isn't
even atone
much.
for it. But
This is a serious news
this
story.
doesn't
Don't
have to
undercut
end in
yourself.
violence.
Did the job go wrong? Or was it so successful
Tell me,
that,
why the mask?
no one
What's
knows
with the
about
Mechanist?
it?
I'm
There may
not
never be answers,
good with people.
which makes it kind of
The
hard to,
Mechanist gave me a way to
know,
put myself
more
out
about
there
it.
without really
Maybe-
being out there at all.
maybe I shouldn't have
But
tried.
you're
My
kind of
crown is back.
keeping me in
So is
suspense
that
here.
green butcher Pete.
I can turn this around. I just need a chance.
I'm not here to kill you. Only to get you and your robots to stand down.
Done. Consider it done. And you won't regret this. I promise. None of the Commonwealth will. Here, take this. It's the password to the mainframe. You can use it to shut down the security protocols. I'd rather this place be in your hands now.
Isabel.
Hey, just one more thing. If you have a minute.
What's up?
Just a quick thing. I just wanted to say I'm really happy, thankful that you've let me stick around here. And in order to show you that I'm done with the past, I want you to have this as a sort of promise, I guess. It's the Mechanist suit I made.
You really don't want it anymore?
No. It's part of a past I don't want to dwell on. It's time I move on. There's one more thing. A much bigger thing. There are still robots out there. Lots of them. My communications are down, and I can't call them back. But I can tell you where they are, if you're interested.
Seriously? How many robots are out there?
Quite a few. There's a lot of ground to cover on the Commonwealth, so there's kind of a whole bunch out there.
Sure.
Great. Okay. Tracking something. Got it. It looks like only one signal this time. Still, no point in taking any chances, right?
Hey.
Yes,
Hey, Ada.
your return is a relief. I trust the outcome was what you wanted.
Would you be disappointed to hear that I let her live?
I do have conflicting outlooks if that is the case. But I trust your judgment. If she lives, She does so with the guilt of what she's done.
I got her to see the truth. She's standing down.
So the Mechanist really was misguided. Did she reveal her motives and reasoning?
She truly wanted to help people. She didn't know what the robo-brains were doing. To her, a life saved was a life saved.
A biological wild card. The unknowns are vast. She had to know the risk she was taking by creating them. Many good people endured suffering and death because of the Mechanist. It's a shame a mind as brilliant as hers allowed such atrocities to be committed.
She had good intentions. She was simply misled.
Even good intentions need checks and balances. Still, I now know that the death of my friends has brought about a safer Commonwealth. Had the Mechanist's robots remained unchecked, I'm certain that damage would have been extensive, halting, if not reversing, any progress that has been made here. With this knowledge, I am finally registering feelings of satisfaction and accomplishment. And I have you to thank for it.
Heads up.
Yes. Sir? proximity sensors malfunctioning. But something feels very wrong here. Powering weapons! Being non-organic, these rats won't affect me. You? That's a different story.
Into each life, well, I think that was Ella Fitzgerald confirming that thought. Hey, how about a bit of good news? If you know, haven't already seen it, which I did, so I know it's true and not just something I overheard. Nick Valentine is back in town. He was gone for a while, and some people who are totally not me thought that. Well, they thought he might be dead or destroyed or whatever. Anyway, glad you're back, Nick. Even though we never
At
really
least
talked.
now I'll have time to work on my pi to the last digit calculation.
Here's the ink spots.
I expect
Maybe.
you'll be
I
leaving
mean, the
me
song's
behind.
called.
Typical.
It's definitely.
Haven't you
It's for
already
sure ink
interfered
spots.
enough? Go away. Just go away. Haven't you done enough to torment me already? I expect you'll be leaving me behind. Typical.
I'm new around here. Wanted to introduce myself. I just wanted you to know that I'm ready to do whatever it takes to make this into a real home. Anything specific you want me to do? I'm willing to pitch in anywhere you need.
Did you need anything?
Some more beds would help.
I'll shoot. Pretty simple arrangement.
Codsworth.
Shall I accompany you, sir?
No, not now.
All right, then.
Heads up.
Glad to be of service. That's a museum quality piece.
That was Uranium Fever by, oh man, by Elton Britt. Yes, right, says so. There. So the Minutemen are out there doing things in the Commonwealth. What kind of things, you ask? Well, I will tell you. I have heard that they have taken over the castle, which I guess was there a time ago, but hasn't been for a while. Get it full of fish, or monsters, or monster fish, maybe. I don't know. Not relevant. The Minutemen are there now. That's good for them. And I guess for everyone else too. So, yeah. How about some music? Now well, I guess I'll play some Billie Holiday.
I gotta be honest, I like turning Codsworth into a fucking absolute unit like that.
Hey, Carla.
Hey there. Trading?
Let's see what you have.
Always happy to make a sale.
There's so much ground to cover in the Commonwealth. Where should we go next? You certainly know your way around a workbench.
Can you understand a word I'm saying? Don't worry. It'll take some time, but I think we'll get used to one another. Well, this is certainly going to make having a conversation a challenge. All systems go? Actually, I'll be back later. Nick,
Time to hit the road?
let's head out.
Well, all right. We'll make something out of the Commonwealth yet.
Hope you enjoyed that song by Warren Smith, because I can't take it back. So, there are some rumors out there in the Commonwealth that I have heard. You know the one about the railroad? A group that actually helps. They help synths who want to escape the Institute? Yeah? Well, maybe it's not just a rumor. I mean, it is as far as I know, of course, but, I mean, they may actually be out there.
It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it'd be super dangerous, I bet.
I think it's way safer to just sit here and play music.
How do we complete the rogue robot?
These objects keep moving.
Because I move them. And I forget. Here's music.
I'm guessing that maybe that was the
Bob
sound
Davey
of the
is
lasers
it's,
in the distance,
like
and
nice
somebody
thing.
else took care of that.
You were wondering.
Maybe the Brotherhood or something.
One way to get that coolant pumping.
Welcome to the Slog. We're the only tarberry bog in the Commonwealth. So what do you think of the place?
The Slog? How'd you come up with that name?
We didn't. It was the caravan traders who started that. I started this place a few years back, but couldn't think of a name for it. Then one day, one of the traders pulls up after it's been raining for hours and says he's never had to slog through so much mud in his life. I asked him if it was worth it, and he said, for the best tarberries in the Commonwealth, it was definitely worth it. Working here is like a slog through the mud. It's tough going, and you'll get dirty doing it. But at the end of the day, it's worth it. You've probably noticed it's only ghouls around here. I used to live in Diamond City, until that rat bastard mayor threw me and all the other ghouls out. I decided that we ghouls should have a place where we could feel welcome, and that's mainly why I started up this farm.
Why did the mayor throw you out?
We're ugly. We turn feral and kill people. We gives the kids nightmares. All the usual stuff we get from you smoothskins. Now, it's true that there was one incident in Diamond City where a ghoul turned feral and someone got hurt. But I ask you this. How many humans have suddenly turned violent and killed someone? I've seen it more times than I care to admit. What if this place could be more than just a refuge for ghouls who aren't welcome elsewhere? What if it could also be an example of what we can do when we put our minds to something and work together? We want this to be a place that everyone looks forward to visiting, with smiling faces, good bargains, and great produce. Maybe we can make people take a second look, you know? Maybe then they'd see that we're not monsters.
Anything I can do to help?
As a matter of fact, there is.
We can't sell tarberries without traders, and trade caravans need safe roads. There's a gang of super mutants that's been preying on anyone who comes near their turf, including traders. It'd be a great help to us if you could take care of those brutes once and for all.
Do you know where they're coming from?
We have a pretty good idea. I hope you can find them and wipe them out.
a song. Okay. If you haven't been a good neighbor recently, like I certainly haven't, because I haven't been anywhere, you might not know about the latest news there. You may have heard the name Bobby No-Nose, which out of context sounds pretty funny. But I mean, she's a ghoul, so it's actually sort of, you know, literal. Anyway, there was talk, so I hear
Won't be bothering anybody now.
Maybe up to something? A heist, as they say, hypothetically? Something sort of big? I guess? Maybe. Who knows, though? Well, she sort of, disappeared. Like, no sign of her. And nothing has gone missing, at least not that I've heard of, which I realize isn't saying much.
This is a serious news story! Don't undercut yourself!
Did the job go wrong? Or was it so successful that, just no one knows about it? There may never be answers, which makes it kind of hard to, you know, report on it. Maybe I shouldn't have tried. Hey, how about some Bob Crosby?
Yes.
Well, you're still alive. That either means you haven't gone after those super mutants yet, or good news.
They're gonna have a hell of a time swimming in there with all that foliage.
Those super mutants won't be bothering you again.
I guess you were the right person for the job, huh? Thanks, friend. By the way, we've decided to support the Minutemen. We've got to help each other if we want things to get better.
Do everything I can. Yeah, so long as you're carrying it.
Let's see.
I shall return.